good, Josh? Your boy Barracuda. Welcome to Straight Convo. So Ti recently did a little interview, and it seemed like he was coming at 50 Cent a little bit, in my opinion. And basically, he was saying that he felt like if Nelly was from New York, he would be just as big as 50 Cent, or maybe bigger. He was basically saying because of your location or where you from would determine how big of an artist you would be. I'm gonna play the video real quick, and we gonna we gonna talk about it.
God, that if they was from somewhere else, it wouldn't have been the same. Name, show me something. Okay, let me see. I think what just being real, just being real.
Okay.
If 50 Cent were from the Midwest, he'd be Nelly. If 50 Cent was from the Midwest, absolutely not. You wildin'. Nelly got 2 diamond albums. You just talking about, I'm not even talking about sales. I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about sound. All I'm saying is they are pretty much, but shit, the thing is, because y'all got more numbers, I'm not even talking about numbers. I'm talking about slaps. I'm talking about songs that bang.
He said he
I'm
went
talking about
diamond.
songs that bang, hard hitting songs that sound and feel a certain way. I'm not talking about slam. And by the way, I think you and 50 know for lyricists, bro. I didn't say that. You know, it's better for lyricists, and they ain't never been. Just like Nelly one of these. And we
All right.
Nelly one of these.
All right. So let me get back to this. All right. So yeah, listen, there's a lot to talk about here. I'll try to make it brief, but real quick, uh, it's crazy how he said if 50 Cent was from the Midwest. The thing is, it's hard to say that because 50 Cent whole career, everything, his swag, everything came from New York. So to say if he was from the Midwest, he would be nothing because he has a backstory. He has everything. He was in the streets hustling. Listen, when we go and base strictly on music, Nelly has nothing on 50 Cent. And to be honest, 50 Cent is one of the greatest rappers to ever touch the mic. And it's it's the thing is with music, I don't like to bring up how much a person sold because listen, how much you sold does not equate to being good or being talented or being a great. For example, there's popular fighters like boxers, but just because you're super popular and you sell out arenas doesn't mean you're a great fighter or going to be compared to Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Holyfield. You're nowhere near these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Just because you sell out arenas don't mean make you a great fighter. Doesn't make you a legendary fighter. So, with that being said, now when because Will Smith, to be technical, sold more than most rappers. Talking about album wise, single wise, Will Smith sold more than damn near probably 70%, 65 to 70% of the industry if you want to talk about album sales. And Will Smith don't write his rhymes. Will Smith is not really a rapper like that. He's not a good rapper. He's all right, you know what I'm saying? But most people consider him trash. So like it felt like it was some shade and some hate towards 50 Cent when T.I was talking about it. And it felt like he had something against New York. I'm from New York. And I'm gonna tell you, when Nelly came out, people thought he was corny. I'm just being honest. I remember when he first came out. And he had that song Country Grammar. And people thought that was okay, but they thought he was a corny dude. Because a lot of his records, it was okay. And then he started doing the love song stuff. And people just looked at him as the like kind of a Ja Rule in a sense. And don't say because he's from New York, he would be a bigger star because Ja Rule is from New York and he was hated. I'm talking about I knew somebody that stopped talking to somebody because they found out he listened to Ja Rule. Like he stopped being friends with him. That's how serious it was. Ti don't understand the culture here in New York. We are tough and we are very critical and judgmental. And that's with everybody, including each other. And for a little while, people was rocking with Ja Rule a little bit, but they thought, he wasn't that good. And shit, I knew people in the hood that would look down on you for playing Ja Rule to this day in New York. So, you know, Ti was just completely wrong in this case because 50 Cent would knock him out of the park in any category in music. Besides sales, if we're not talking about sales, he would knock him out in any part. And you talking about music, right? And you supposedly know music. How can you even compare? Because this argument that 50 Cent, if he was from the Midwest, would be this is not a valid point because Nelly biggest hits is kind of like pop songs. It's not even art, it's not even hip hop, to be honest. When you look at Nelly biggest songs like Hot in Here, that's a pop song. That's like popish hip hop. That's not categorized 100% as hip hop. That's more popish. And when you look at that song, that country song, It Was Only Just a Dream, that's country. He came out doing like 3, 4 hip hop songs. That was that I'm going down, down. I forgot the name of that song. EI and all of that. And I'm number one. He started off a little bit of hip hop, but those were okay records. Those were not classics. Those were not great songs. But most of his career, he did love songs and pop songs and country songs. So you're even disqualified from the hip hop conversation because most of your songs is not even hip hop. So this is where I'm a little confused why Ti would even compare 50 Cent to Nelly. And look, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look. Let's look at Country Grammar. I don't know. Listen, I knew the album name because I remember when it first came out. The album is not a classic at all. It's or I would give out of 10, I give it a 6. EI was all right. Ride with Me. I used to hate that song to be honest with you. I thought it was corny when it came out. Yeah, like come on, man. Most people don't even know these songs like that, and they're not really like in heavy rotation, man. Now, I'm not even gonna go to Get Rich or Die Trying because that's a straight up classic, and you can argue that Massacre's a classic as well. And look at the song "In My Hood." That's better than most of the songs on Nelly's Country Grammar. "I'm Supposed to Die Tonight." It's a decent song. Piggy Bank is all right. I didn't really. Gatman is kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie. Candy Shop. He got stuff for the ladies too. So this 50 Cent got stuff for the ladies. He got stuff for the streets. I'm talking about he got classic street song. Get in My Car is a good song. Let's Rider Music, Disco Inferno, another. He did popish type songs, just a little bit. Position of Power is probably one of the best songs on that album. That's a street record. He don't and you I could consider that a classic. Nelly ain't got no street classics. And also, before I get to that, let me just finish. Hate It or Love It, was all right. It's commercial. Me, I'm not big on commercial songs like that. God Gave Me Style was a really good song. Um, he got some really good songs, man, and you can argue this might be a classic too. A lot of people hated on this album when it first came out, but it grew on people. So now, uh, let's check Nellyville. Hot in Here. commercial. Uh, I'm good. I'm good. Not some Air Force Ones was all right. Come on, man. And 50 Cent has an extensive one of the greatest um he had one of the greatest mixtape runs ever in history. You know what I'm saying? Him, the Locks, Little Wayne, uh man, who else? I know I'm missing a couple people. Dipset had a great mixtape run, but I think man, G Unit could be in the top 3, you know? So, if not number 1, 50 Cent had a great mixtape, a solo mixtape run. Now listen, he was slaughtering him with Get Rich or Die Trying. And honestly, what's the album? Not Before I Destruct. Yeah, I think it's Before I Destruct. It's better than probably Before I Destruct is probably better than most of Nelly albums. And I'm being real. This is a slaughter. Get Rich or Die Trying is a slaughter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pull it up anyway. So, all right. Many Men classic. Most people would play this. Heat, fire. I used to bump Heat like crazy. Classic. What up, gangster? Classic. In the club, classic. If I can't class, patiently waiting. Yo, every song is damn near classic. Back Down, classic. PIMP, classic. It's one of the greatest albums, hip hop albums ever created. You see what I'm saying? When you break down and critique these albums, you realize how much a reach or how ridiculous T.I sound. Because people that know real music and really know hip hop understands like Nelly can't compare. Like he's cool for what he is. He's great with the ladies, and he's gonna be he's a pillar in hip hop. He's going to be a legend in his own right because he has many hits. He has songs that people love. Uh would it be a stretch to say he has classics? Listen, me not being I'm not trying to be biased, but I don't use that word so loosely, man. And if he has classics, what would you consider songs to be a classic? Because I don't see it. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Is T.I pushing it or not? Like, subscribe, comment. It's your boy Barracuda. I'm out.